Hello, this is Natalie again with Nutrition by Natalie, and again I'm a nutritionist and wanted to bring to light some information that I think would be helpful for a lot of people. I want to preface this video by saying that if you want to feel better, then you need to know what nutrition is and how you can apply it to your life, and that's actually knowing what nutrition is actually maybe going to contrast from what you've heard or learned or think. So I just wanted to talk about some of those things today. 60 to 70 million people are affected by digestive disorders every year, and that's a heck of a lot of people. And so what are these people doing that have discomfort and have these issues probably every day? Well, they go to their nearest grocery store and possibly go get over-the-counter fixes. That industry is $6 billion worth of revenue per year for all those over-the-counter remedies. Again, Tums and Rolaids and Pepcid-ACs. So hopefully some of the information I bring to you today will help you, especially if you personally have a digestive disorder or digestive problems, or if you know someone who does, and that you can use this information to figure out a natural way to help yourself without having to go the over-the-counter route or seek prescriptions that will cover up the problem and not actually fix what's going on. I wanted to talk about 4 steps of nutrition. The first step is choosing the right foods. If I went to a group of people and asked them what they thought nutrition was, probably the most common response I would get would be that nutrition is eating right or eating healthy or choosing the right foods. But that is definitely the foundation for what nutrition is, but nutrition is really a process. So we really need to view our bodies as a machine, and that we need fuel, and that is what the first step is, choosing the right foods, which would be our diet, in order that our body can function properly. The second step would actually be digesting those foods. So once we have put those whole grains and those fruits and vegetables and those high protein foods in our bodies, what happens? How does that food get to our cells? How do we actually nourish our bodies? Well, the step that happens after we put the foods in our mouth is actually digestion. Just a mechanical process of breaking down the molecules into smaller molecules so that we can actually utilize them. Once digestion happens and you're getting the food into your mouth, but then you're actually breaking it down so your body can do something with it, what do you do from there? What does your body do from there? So the third step would be absorption of nutrients. Getting the nutrients from your digestive system to the cells, and that's really where you need the nutrients. So have you ever eaten a big huge meal, you scarfed it down, it was good, you loved it, and then you just feel exhausted and you're tired, and yet you just ate this great meal that was supposed to give you all this energy? So that's really an example of eating food, but then it's not being converted into energy. What's going on there? And that's what we want to talk about today. If you're eating foods and you're not absorbing the nutrients, then you're not doing yourself any benefit. Whether you're eating a good diet or a bad diet, if you're not getting any nutrients to your cells, there's really no point. You have to make sure that your cells are getting fuel. Just like the car would need fuel to go anywhere, your cells need fuel in order to operate. I want to explain what an enzyme is in case that word is kind of lost to you. An enzyme is just a molecule that speeds up a chemical reaction, so it's just known as a catalyst. In order for us to absorb nutrients, we have enzymes in our body. Our pancreas secretes enzymes. We have enzymes in our stomach, and our small intestine, and our large intestine. So number 4, elimination, healthy bowel movements. Really what goes in needs to come out. If something's going in and you're not getting stuff out, well, your body's going to have consequences. And really, in order for you to have a healthy bowel movement or healthy bowel movement patterns, you should really have one after every meal. It didn't have to be right after, but you should really have about 3 bowel movements a day. And when you look at most animals, and if you have a dog at home that's healthy, then they actually are probably going to go to the restroom more than you do. And another thing that's going to contribute to healthy bowel movements is having enough fiber in your diet and probiotics. Now, probiotics have really been in the media lately. They're on commercials and all the yogurt commercials. Probiotics are just healthy bacteria in our digestive system, supports our immune system, but in our environment and the foods we eat and really the way we live makes the good bacteria decrease, especially if we're on antibiotics. So that's going to influence how many bowel movements we have in a day. Now, if we're not getting rid of the byproducts that your body doesn't need, then actually a lot of those byproducts are going to basically stack up in your body and cause a lot of inflammation. So we're talking about healthy bowel movements. Well, the number one reason why people really are constipated is they're just not drinking enough water. If you're constipated, count how many glasses of water you drink a day. I know that everyone says, okay, 8 glasses of water a day, but really it needs to be like half your body weight in ounces per day. If you're a 200-pound person, you need to get at least 100 ounces of water a day. You have to think about yourself as a sponge. If you're not coating your cells with water, then you really are a dirty sponge. Your cells need water in order to flush out the toxins and the byproducts that your body doesn't need. So if you're not drinking enough water, you really are a dirty sponge. Number 1, choose the right foods. That's your diet. Focus on getting the whole grains, the high proteins, the good carbs, which would be the fruits and the vegetables and the grains. All of those types of foods, vitamins and minerals, that's the healthy diet. But then also number 2, you need to digest your foods. Make sure that you are able to break down the foods that you are eating. Number 3, absorb the nutrients. You want to make sure that your enzymes that your body is supposed to naturally have and function off of are working properly. And number 4, look at your bowel movements. Are they healthy? And take all these steps and then decide maybe where you fall short and then make a change, do something proactive to encourage a healthier lifestyle and better digestion. So you may be thinking, well, I do eat good, but I still have problems, and that's why I'm taking Tums, because I feel uncomfortable, or that's why I go to my doctor, because I have this pain and I can't get rid of it. Or you know that you eat bad and you know that you have problems. And I want to go over some of the things and some of the reasons why your body isn't using the enzymes that your pancreas and your digestive tract are wanting to use to digest your foods and get those nutrients to your cells. Why is that happening? Well, first of all, we are obviously eating the wrong diet. Poor food choices. Most people can say that yes, that is a true statement about their lives. But then also we're eating too quickly, we're eating too much. And the big thing is we're always stressed, chronic stress. We have to learn how to manage that, reduce that. Another one, cooking food at high temperatures. Really, our bodies are only equipped to digest about 50% of the foods on our own. The rest is supposed to come from the enzymes that are found in raw foods. And unfortunately, most people do eat cooked foods. So that is also going to limit our bodies and challenge us. And then the last one, really the thing that we all battle with, is aging. When we age, our enzymes that are in our bodies just become less efficient, and obviously we're going to have results from that. A lot of people that I talk to that are, in their late 60s and 70s, they battle with digestive disorders. And whether it's something diagnosed or chronic suffering, chronic pain, it really comes down to the fact that their bodies are becoming less efficient. And so when we take that into account and all the other things that we can do in our lives that really work against our bodies, there's definitely some simple changes that we can make to be healthier, to feel better about ourselves, and to really be preventative. And being preventative is going to, in the long run, be better for you, and reduce your healthcare costs.